This episode is brought to you by Hungry Root.
We have a challenge to flip this house in 10 weeks.
Today is day one. I'm Lincoln.
And I'm Lauren.
And we are happily married.
But not to each other.
We started out as college buddies, graduated into business partners and content creators.
And now we've launched our company Homemade, where we help other people fulfill their dream of flipping houses and executing on beautiful home transformations.
And you're in luck because you get to watch this full home transformation from start to finish.
So headed to our latest project.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Michael in person. He's come all the way from South Korea.
I mean, the internet is amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
I found Homemade online and got to know Joe and Lincoln and decided to jump on this project. And so here we are, we purchased the property today.
Michael is at closing right now. Him and Joe are wrapping it up and then they're gonna meet us there. This house is in a great neighborhood.
Yep, just south of downtown.
Let's talk about the stats on it.
It's a 3-2, about 1,700 square feet, built in the very best year, 1984.
Oh, what a great year. And the purchase price is $450,000, which sounds like a lot, but it's a steal for this area.
Yeah, it's got great curb appeal. I'm excited to get inside and show Michael. Hey, Michael.
Hi, nice to
How
meet you.
are you? How's the
Hi,
bite?
good to see you.
Good.
Thanks for coming all this way. Are you the proud new owner now?
I guess, right?
Well,
He's
what do you
made it.
think?
I feel pretty excited. I have not flipped homes in the past. I've always been interested in real estate. Homemade gave me an opportunity to kind of look at the real estate market back in the US and decided to try my hand at flipping.
I think this is a great one. Got really nice curb appeal. Probably use some improvements on the color scheme, maybe. I think some fresh windows as well. But overall, it's got good energy.
We are right across from some inspiration. The house directly in front of us has been flipped. I think they did a pretty good job. Hopefully that's a comp for us. It's super important to match the comps in the neighborhood. You want to put together a product that homeowners in that area want.
Proof of concept, that's all we need.
In terms of what we're working with, nice big mature trees, you gotta love that. Ooh, we've got even a little friend on the side of the house over here.
Oh, he's staying for sure.
A lot to like out here.
Totally. Let's go check out the inside.
Okay. Welcome home.
Here we are.
Yeah, right out the gate, got some interesting light fixtures here.
What's impressive here is how close they cut the clearance with the door. I mean, that is...
Playing with fire. So let's talk about, you've got your dining room just here right off your entryway.
This is a more traditional dining space, but what's nice is that it's not fully closed off. It still feels connected into your living spaces. Let's keep moving into the living space. What I love about this area is you got nice vaulted ceilings.
Yep, and I do think we'll obviously need to scrape the popcorn ceilings, get those nice and clean, but you do have a lot of space to work with. Some improvements could be opening up this space to your kitchen. The modern buyer wants that open concept living, and so we're gonna have to do a little bit of work around to achieve that.
Let's focus on the positives though, because you got this nice fireplace right here. It's actually, I think, well positioned. Throw a little art up here, throw a TV on the wall.
Or frame TV, get art and TV all at once.
You've got expensive taste, Lauren.
I do.
Those things aren't cheap.
Speaking of expensive, let's talk about the kitchen, because this is where we're gonna spend the majority of our bucks on this project. Nice thing is you do have this eat-in breakfast area. I think this is probably where you're gonna be eating most of your meals.
Totally. Got these nice deep windowsills. I love that.
What all would you keep in there?
Can you put some books there?
If you're learned.
If it was my house, it's stuffed animals, it's toys.
That are on their way to Goodwill.
It's probably dishes.
All the stuff you don't wanna see.
Yeah, it's all the stuff I can't control.
Dishes?
It just sprawls in my household.
Gross. I think we can do a lot with this kitchen layout, primarily being creating an island in this space. I did see a comp that was really nice. It had waterfall island where the countertops went on both sides. I think that something like that would be really nice here.
Yeah, totally. It's like right in your line of sight. You just got this little picture window. You just can't even see out. It's kind of sad.
Very sad. We may need to do some layout changes as far as the stove, possibly relocating fridge. So we might need to play around a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm always perplexed by the fan in the kitchen. It just seems like you're gonna stir up a vortex in here. You're cooking, you got the flames going up high.
It's very odd.
It doesn't seem right to me. Let's move that thing over into the living room.
Mike, you have any thoughts?
You're working with Homemade for a reason, right? So you guys know the area. What do you guys think will work for the area? I'm good with that.
Totally. You can never go wrong with big open concept from the kitchen to the living. It still sells houses, so that's still what we're gonna do. All right, well, heading down to these spare bedrooms, you can't get lost because all you gotta do is follow the tile brick road.
I think major upgrade will be putting one floor throughout the house.
All right, well, we've got nice proportioned spare bedrooms. Nothing much in here. It's that standard sort of paint, floor, scrape the ceilings, windows, fan. Pretty easy in these spare bedrooms.
Yep, it's a good size, decent for spare bedroom.
And the same with this back bedroom. We're just gonna copy and paste the playbook there.
Let's talk about the hall bath. So not a ton of real estate in this bathroom. I think probably need to keep the layout the same, but I think with some nice new fixtures, we can freshen her up.
Easy.
Moving over to the primary suite, I really love how spacious this is. I think this is gonna be a nice perk for the buyers. Got a lot of room in this space.
Ton of real estate. We need a little bit more lighting than what we've got here, so I think upgrading with some cans in here makes a ton of sense. Pretty much sells itself. However, this primary bathroom is a little bit awkward, so we need to talk about it.
The nice thing about this bathroom is there is a lot of space. It's just right now it's awkwardly laid out. These closets are pretty small. The vanity takes up a lot of space and it's kind of odd placement with this window. You do have a nice big shower space. I think removing that tub, putting up some clear glass will make that feel bigger.
Is it common to have closets in the bathroom?
Yeah, so a closet off of a bathroom is pretty common here. This is a little bit awkward where it's two sliding closets.
I do think we can work around this layout a little bit.
The nice thing about this bathroom is that you can expand it infinitely with this infinite mirror loop hack. It just goes on for
Forever.
eternity. That's a real estate hack for you guys out there.
That works too.
But seriously, I think if we can reconfigure this to be a little bit more functional for the modern buyer, it's gonna make the house really shine. Now, what do you think, Mikey? Ready to get to work? You gotta get back to Seoul.
I'm not a big
Micromanager?
Yeah, I'm not a big.
We appreciate that.
You're a delegator.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
as long as the end result's fine, I don't, don't tell me unless there's a big problem. I'm good with that.
Through the magic of the internet, we will be keeping you posted in the portal. So we'll be sending you pictures, progress updates, the whole 9 yards. And it'll only be, what, like 12 hours delayed by the time you get it.
Sure. It seems like the kitchen's gonna have a whole redo, the main bathroom, the flooring. I'm pretty excited to find out how it looks after the project's finished.
10 weeks is the deadline we've given ourselves.
That's our goal.
I think we can do it.
He's got a long flight ahead of him, so we're gonna get to work. We may have this thing wrapped by the time he gets back to South Korea. Who knows?
He's not taking a boat. Okay, week 2, a lot has happened. Let's go check it out. Okay, well, demo has started and it's not much house left, except few remnants.
Yeah, we mark everything with spray paint that needs to get demoed. This one's not quite got the axe, but it's not long for this world. A lot of the major demo is happening here in the kitchen, and this, wow, what a difference.
Yep, we need to do some layout changes in order to really make this kitchen work. If you'll notice, this is where the gas line was for the stove previously.
How can you tell? So the main things you need to consider if you're taking out a wall is first and foremost the structural integrity. Is that a load-bearing wall, and do you need to support that? Then beyond that, it's usually the wiring, the electricity in the walls, and then the plumbing in the walls. How are you gonna reroute that so that you still got that functionality?
We are relocating the stove over on this wall, and instead of a pantry closet, we're gonna have pantry cabinets. It's gonna feel much more open, give us space for a nice island with waterfall countertops, moving our fridge over yonder. I think it's gonna be great. Speaking of the waterfall island, I really do think the new layout we've chosen is going to make all the design elements shine. We've picked a nice white quartz with heavy gray veining that we're gonna actually run on the backsplash and on those waterfall sides. We're gonna pair it with some flat Euro style cabinets in a matte black, which I think will be very moody and modern.
This is gonna be a much more functional space. I can already tell. Like, look at this view out into your living space. This was all enclosed.
Yeah, living space was great to begin with. We did scrape popcorn off the ceilings, and we are getting ready for some fresh tile around the fireplace. We're actually gonna paint the fireplace black and put black square tiles around, so it's gonna be black on black. I think it's gonna look sleek.
It's gonna look so much better.
Tile demo has started.
This is one of the most challenging things, is going from tile floors to the wood floors, because you've got to chip up every inch of it, but then the surface that it leaves behind is not smooth and polished to lay those floors on top of. So you got to get it up, and then you've got to re-level it so that you can put floors on top of it. It's a lot more work than it looks like. Now in this hall bathroom, we've knocked out the vanities. We've got the tub and tile surround ready to go in. We're going to yank this tub. These are easy, these little powder room, small hall bathrooms. This is going to be just our bread and butter right down the fairway.
Different story in the primary bathroom. This is not a down the fairway. We have made a lot of different arrangements, including this entry. It used to be the closet, if you'll remember. We are coming at the bathroom at a different angle so that we can create this really nice walk-in primary closet, which I think is amazing.
So in order to make a walk-in closet in that primary bathroom, we had to reorient how you get into the bathroom. By doing that, we did cannibalize the existing closet, but I think it's okay. It gives you a little more room and space in the bathroom.
2 closets aren't always better than 1.
Doing that sort of forced our hand for the orientation of the double vanity. We flirted with the idea of scooting it over and blocking off the window. We'd seen that done in some comparable sales, but we didn't want to lose that natural light. So we're going to orient it this direction. And then of course we'll take out the tub, have a nice big walk-in shower. I think this new layout's going to be complemented pretty well by all the modern finishes we have selected. We're going to go with large format gray tile on the floor. We got a really fun emerald green tile that we're going to do vertical stack in the shower, as well as small rectangular tile for the shower floor. And there are plans to make these cabinets floating to give this room a luxury edge, but we're going to have to see if that's going to fit in the budget. We'll match the cabinets from the kitchen. They'll be the Euro matte black flat fronts. I think this is going to feel very luxury, and not to even mention the LED mirror we have spec'd for here. I don't know, what are your thoughts?
I love it. I think this is going to make it feel a lot more premium. You went from the sliding closet doors, which just doesn't feel like you've got as much space. Something about a walk-in closet says, hey, this is really the primary suite. And like you said, I actually think by using some of this interior space for a vanity, it's actually a better use of overall space, and you get more functional space for the same square footage.
Totally. I'm excited about this one.
So at this point, we're sitting pretty to hit the 10 weeks. We're only 2 weeks into this thing and the house is basically gone.
Yeah, but it's easy to tear stuff out. It's not so easy to put it back together.
The real test begins now.
All right, well, I'm feeling a lot better now seeing this in the physical space just on paper. We've got to do the roof, we've got to finish out these rough ends for electrical and plumbing, and then it's time to turn this design into reality.
So like a lot of people, I try and eat as healthy as I can. I'm not always the best at that. I'm a very busy person. I've got all the things to do with house flipping as well as my kids and their schedules. And a lot of times it's really hard to get a quick and easy dinner that's also gonna be healthy. And if all else fails, we tend to go out to eat or order something in. And rather than do that, I love Hungry Root because I know that in the fridge, I've got all the components for a healthy meal that's gonna take 30 minutes or less, which is honestly all I have. Hungry Root makes it super simple. They have a little quiz that you can take online with your food preferences and any dietary needs, and from there, they'll cultivate a menu that works for you. What's awesome is you can take their suggestions or you can swap it out for whatever you like. It takes 10 minutes or less and it's delivered to my door. I'm not going to the grocery store, and I find that I'm wasting less food that way because I just get the things that I need rather than all the extras. One item that I found through them that I hadn't ever eaten before was their eggs in a carton, which I know sounds weird, but you just pour it out. It makes the perfect scrambled eggs in the morning. You don't even have to crack the egg or get the mess on your hand. And it's not just a full meal service. They actually do snacks, which my kids are big snackers, and I love to have a little go-to snack when I'm on the road, in between projects, or at the office. So if you're interested in trying out Hungry Root, I highly encourage it. The first 100 people to use my code, Austin Flipsters 40, will get 40% off their first order. Use the link in description or scan the QR code on the screen. So again, that's Austin Flipsters 40 to get 40% off your first order.
Okay, so it looks a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm loving this greenish tone paint. We are going on week 6 of this project. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little nervous that we're gonna hit our 10-week deadline. It's getting close, and we've got some major challenges still ahead of us.
Yeah, it looks pretty good from the outside. I mean, it looks like we're close to wrap, but inside is another story. We're making progress, but we might have been a bit ambitious on this one. We've got Craig, our cabinet guy, Mallory, our PM. They're measuring for cabinets right now. I'm gonna go check it out and see how they're doing.
And I'm gonna head to the garage because I gotta go check out our electrical panel. We got some issues there.
No upper above the window. Hey, Lori.
Hey, how are you? Hey, Craig, how's it going? Good.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it's really great to meet with Craig on site today. I'm really excited for these cabinets. We're going with like flat front, Euro, matte black. It's gonna be a vibe, and I'm here for it.
Main question is that, like, really looking for that modern Euro black look. Is that something that you can provide?
Yes, ma'am. We were talking about we either do a laminate or we can just custom paint the cabinets to have the if you're looking for that
Flat front. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
matte. Exactly. Okay, cool. Is there a price difference between those two? Is there one?
Yeah, but more so is timing.
Okay.
The laminate takes a little bit longer versus it's a quick turn.
Really excited to finally get the placement down. We tweaked the island just a little bit.
I want to get y'all's opinion on 5-foot island versus a 6-foot island. I think that 6 might be the best to fit 3 bar stools.
I mean, you could probably get up to 7 if you wanted.
Okay.
What do you think?
7 might feel more balanced.
Yeah.
7 feet would put you here and give you about probably 48 inches on the cooktop side. So you can go pull the oven down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That would be so nice.
Do we want to look at bathrooms? Have y'all talked bathrooms yet?
Let's do bathrooms.
Okay. We also talked about the floating vanities in the bathroom and whether they would be a good idea or not.
Now, what was your concern about floating?
Well, I guess we could quote it. Cost was our concern.
Yeah. Okay. You also do just a recessed toe, so we could drop the toe back to where it's 10 inches underneath the cabinet, so you really don't see it, but it doesn't change your cost and it'd be that way.
Okay, yeah.
That could be
do
cool.
that. Let's fit it like that.
Just looking for that
Look. So a little bit of tweaks here and there, but I think this is going to be a really good layout. All in all, I'm excited to see this vision come to life.
Our biggest challenge with meeting our 10-week deadline is going to be the electrical panel on this house. Originally, when we scoped the house, our electrician suggested that the electrical panel is in pretty good shape. It wouldn't need to be upgraded since it was functional, but because we're adding a microwave in the center island in the kitchen, it needs its own dedicated circuit on the panel, which means we have to upgrade the entire thing. The city is saying that we're probably going to have to upgrade that. It's a big process. You've got to shut down the power, get a new meter installed on the house. It takes weeks to get this installed, which is not a huge deal. It's a few $1,000s, but mostly it's that timeline delay that I'm worried about.
Yeah, and at that point, we're on city time, which is different than contractor time.
It's gonna set us back timeline-wise, but I think it's the right decision. And ultimately, it's one we have to make to meet code, so we're gonna do it. So we're gonna have to see if we can rearrange our work schedule to still meet our 10-week timeline, but it's not looking good. Okay, y'all, back at the house, a lot going on today.
Yes, floors have gone in. We did a glue down LVP. I think it looks pretty good.
They're looking great. We're getting the trim cut, put in place. We'll get that caulked, sealed. Our kitchen is also going in now that we've got the floors down. So it's about halfway in. We are getting it in 2 separate shipments. So we're waiting on the second half, but that's okay. We've got it already going in. And man, you got Lazy Susans going in.
I mean, these are nice.
Got your trash little slider. You know, who doesn't love that?
I mean, upgrades galore. So these are just like the inside of the cabinets, and then we're going to have the exterior, which is like a wrap, and that's gonna be black. And I'm so pumped for them.
It's gonna look really sharp. We are also in the middle of tile work in those bathrooms. You wanna go check that out?
Let's do it. All right, so tile work has started in this hall bath. We went with a large format concrete tile on the floor in here. This is my go-to tile when I'm looking for just a modern and clean look. In the shower, we're gonna run these elongated subway tiles, really pretty gray color, and we're doing it in a horizontal stack pattern, which I think is gonna be really modern and fun. Let's go check out the primary bath. There's no tile yet, but the material's on site, and I gotta show it to you.
So after we get that hall bath wrapped up, we'll move on to the primary bathroom. Similar, but a little different treatment here.
Yeah, definitely. You can see the shower taking shape. We've got a really pretty green tile that we're gonna use on the walls in here. I'm super excited to see this one go in. Other work that's being done, we've added can lights. Obviously the floors are in, the inner parts of the cabinet, and the closet's all shaping up nicely.
Loving the way that this primary bathroom's coming together now that you can really feel all the elements with the shower and the cabinets and the closet.
I love when a good thing comes together. Speaking of which, we've got a special surprise in the secondary bedroom. Come with us.
See it.
Okay, can you smell the surprise?
Yes, I can.
Painting all the doors white, we went with a flat panel to really go for the modern look. And
looks good, letting them dry out in here. You gotta make the most of your space. So we'll get these hung up, and I think they're gonna look fresh and clean. You wanna make sure you get an even coat when you're painting these doors. Best to use a spray gun. Spread them out, let them dry properly. You know what goes into it.
Pairing them with some matte black hardware, which is always my go-to.
Let's wrap this up, because this is the final push. I think big reveal's coming soon.
Stay tuned.
So Michael popped into town to check out the progress. He's really excited with how the project is looking.
I love how you say he just popped in from South Korea, people.
The teams have been great. I could be not physically present in Texas, but be part of the renovation process. Some of the tools that I saw that most impressed me was the online tools, the 3Ds, the process of working together. If I didn't have Homemade, I'd have to go through a process of finding a general contractor, getting a team together, electricians, plumbers, having to manage them on my own. It makes it easier because you have a partner in hand who'll take care of that. It'll be less worries on my end. I would recommend Homemade. It's been a pleasure to work with them.
Speaking of our client, Michael, he came in all the way from South Korea, but you don't have to live that far away. If you want to work with us, we started our own company called Homemade, where we'll help you find, renovate, finance, and sell your properties for a profit. So if you have always wanted to flip a house, but you need a reliable partner to get you there, go check out homemade.co or the link in the description. We'd love to work with you. Hey, and by the way, we are excited to announce we're expanding our services at Homemade, and we are offering home renovations to you for your own property. So if you are in Austin and Dallas and looking to remodel your home, kitchen, or bath, go check out homemade.co/renovate to learn more, and we'd love to renovate your house for you.
Super glad Michael got to come back, get eyes on the property. It is almost wrapped.
I think it is wrapped. Lauren, give the people what they want. I know you guys are ready. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, what do you think?
A whole new house.
She looks pretty good, pretty different.
Yeah, I am loving the dark exterior. This is Sherwin-Williams pewter. It's actually a green color, but it's just the perfect dark neutral in my opinion.
It looks really sharp. Now we've got a brand new roof over our heads, and we've got all new windows throughout the house, which those are those major upgrade things that you don't want to mess up when you're flipping a house.
Doesn't it turn out so good?
It's really sharp with the accents that are like a little bit lighter.
We've got some white oak accents scattered throughout with these nice columns on the shutters, as well as this front door is pretty modern and cool.
And a little addition by subtraction, we no longer have our duck friend over here.
R.I.P.
Sad day, but you're not gonna believe the inside of this house. It looks even more dramatic.
Looks so much better in here.
Wow, looks pretty crazy different. Like, let's take it all in. Let's first start with this dining room.
Yeah, this is a great space. Now, what it had going for it was these vaulted ceilings already, which is great. We did a nice warmer neutral paint on the wall, which makes it feel a little homier. We played into the modern vibe throughout the house, as you'll see, especially in these light fixtures. And can we talk about the staging?
It looks super sharp. Complements the more modern hard finishes of the house and really works together.
Yeah, shout out Denise with Love Ding Staging. You killed it.
Looks really sharp. Now, you guys will know we did not blow up this entire wall to open the kitchen to the dining. I know some of you guys like a little bit more compartmented space, but between the kitchen and the living room, look at this.
Yes, you already have nice open concept that existed before. We've brought it into the 21st century.
Let's talk about this living room. First of all, I love the simple accent fireplace. It's just a coat of paint, but it's super bold and dramatic.
Yep, coat of paint, new tile, went black on black, and then of course this nice wood mantle to really warm it up. You know, sometimes black can be a little bit harsh, so this kind of helps bring it all together.
A nice little mirror up there so you can really see yourself in this living room.
Yeah, I guess if you're tall enough, you
If
can.
you're tall enough, I could brush my teeth in that thing. Added can lights over here to really brighten up the space. You do have this nice big bay window, but it's still a little dark with the trees, so the overhead lighting helps.
Yep, totally, and love this fan, very modern and cool. Continued the modern vibe with light fixtures here in this nice breakfast nook. I think between this and the bay window, plenty of day-to-day seating.
Yeah, this is a nice little area, but the kitchen is really the star of the show of this house.
Yes, we went with the Euro matte black cabinets, and they look in fire emoji.
It looks really sharp. We went with the heavy vein quartz with this like Calcutta marble, ran it up the backsplash as well.
Yep, very high-end look, as well as the waterfall countertops. They do add extra to the cost, but they also add extra to the wow factor, and I think that's gonna be the difference for our future buyers.
Now I know not every buyer is gonna love the sleek modern feel, but the ones that love it really love it.
Yep.
It's not our vibe every time, but I think it turned out really nice in this house.
Yes, very nice, and world's largest microwave as well. This thing is huge. We did do a little bit of switcheroo with the appliances. As you'll remember, we basically swapped fridge and stove.
Yeah, and we broke the fourth wall over here, if you know what I'm saying, and really open it up. You got these nice pendants that still kind of separate the space, give it a little bit of dimension.
One thing we did lose in this space is a dedicated pantry, but we do have these nice, tall, stackable unit. I'm not gonna open the door because all of our stuff's in there. You don't need to see it, but we're already using it for storage, and I think the new buyer will too.
Yeah, having a full-length pantry instead of just like a closet, I think it looks sleeker, and you gotta have enough storage in here.
Yep, let's go check out the bedroom spaces.
Yes.
In the back bedroom, we did run floors throughout, which is an upgrade. Nice neutral paint, really fun modern fan, and we get rid of the popcorn.
Yeah, that's right. You got plenty of natural light in here, your spare closet, and the other bedroom is much the same. We don't give these things the royal treatment because kids ain't paying the mortgage.
Let's peek our head in the hall bath here. We wanted to keep it simple, but still go with the modern feel. So we do have the Euro matte black cabinets in here, as well as that chunky quartz. And then gray tile, we did a horizontal stack pattern. It just looks fresh, clean, and modern, which is exactly what we're going for.
Okay, and now for the second most dramatic transformation after that kitchen is the primary suite.
Yes, this turned out fabulous. Can we shout out the staging again? I mean, killed it. Staging and design are all about the details, and I love the little shades on these lamps and just like nice high quality bedding, like makes a difference.
Looks really sharp. It's a king size bed. It really shows off how big the space is. You got full set of nightstands on either side. Again, nice new windows in here. This is a primary suite anyone would love.
This is stunning, and the art on the wall, beautiful.
And this bathroom though really steals the show.
Besides the kitchen, this got the most dramatic change.
Yeah, I'm actually way more proud of this layout change than the kitchen where we just opened a couple walls. We really had to get creative with the layout of this bathroom.
Yeah, we changed where you enter the bathroom so that you could have one large closet instead of two, and I think that was the right call.
Yeah, definitely works having this oversized closet over here. Doesn't feel like an afterthought. And you've still got a full double vanity and a walk-in shower.
Yeah, we played around with a lot of configurations for this vanity, but I like where we landed. I also love these LED mirrors. I mean, how cool.
Yeah, you can't get away with those in every house, but in a modern one like this, really works. And we gotta talk about the shower and the tile. I'm like, it's like a Wizard of Oz Emerald City in this thing.
Are you green with envy?
I am green with envy.
Yep, this was a great size shower. It just needed a glow up, and I love the glass and the green. You know, it's like a fun little touch.
Yeah, and it really works for a standard sort of rectangular footprint. You've got this nice long ledge for all your soaps and shampoos and whatnot that actually makes it a lot more functional, I think.
Yep, and all this natural light from these windows is great. Let's talk for just a second. I forgot to mention on this vanity, we wanted to go with floating, and that really wasn't an option for the budget, so we went with a faux floating, where you've got this toe cook in here, and you get a similar look for less cost. So, pro tip.
Okay, it's just an illusion. It's like David Blaine, you know, he's not really floating, he's faking it.
Yeah, so is this vanity. Okay, what's not faking it is the market. Let's talk about the numbers, because at the end of the day, if this thing doesn't sell for a lot of money, what have we done?
All right, let's talk about the final numbers on the project. So the purchase price here was $450,000. The renovation cost came out to $120,000 with financing and holding costs of $56,630, bringing the all-in investment to $626,630. The all-in investment was made up of an equity investment of $181,658 and a debt investment of $481,731. We've listed the property for sale for $698,000. After $35,000 of closing and selling costs, that would bring net proceeds to $663,000, leaving a gross profit of $33,871, or roughly a 19% return on equity. Unfortunately, we weren't able to hit our 10-week timeline due to our construction delays with the city. However, we left enough contingency in the timeline that will still turn a profit on the project. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you like this video. Hey, and click this next video here. YouTube thinks you're gonna like it.